got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. The backcourt pair for him, it's Payne and Booker. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Timberwolves, two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. And it's Russell in at the point. You know, there's lots of basketball to be played, Doris. However, for teams off to a cold start, is it time to panic, or when is it time to panic?
It's never time to panic, Kevin, because that is not going to advance your cause. I think you have to look analytically at what's happening. Do you have key guys out to injury? How many new guys do you have on your roster? Is there something in particular contributing to your tough times? But it's never, ever time to panic.
Now here's Towns, and here's Edwards from the arc, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Booker, right side. The shot comes out, and Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Anderson. Doesn't go that time. Look at Minnesota. They took the win in their last game against New York. Pass to Bridges. Now Booker. Now here's Payne. Inside, here's Bridges. Ayton trying to break free, and they'll keep possession. About 1 minute into the first quarter, and there's the pass to Edwards. Now Gobert. Anderson outside. The kick out to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Hands it from downtown. Towns has got the first points up on the board here for the Timberwolves. Booker outside. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Rebound, Minnesota.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Edwards. No. Back to Russell. Switch. Towns trying to get open.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Russell with the 3. Bridges with the board.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
The Suns have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
And the second free throw, good.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Now here's Anderson. 11 points last game. Good.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Here's Johnson. Here's Booker trying to get open as Johnson. Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Russell, no good. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Here's Russell, and he just worked New York in that last game. Anderson outside. Pass to Gobert. Shoots from 14. Yes, that goes in.
Boy, you love to see Rudy Gobert expand that face-up game. Nice touch there in the mid-range.
And Ayton throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Minnesota leading by 5. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Anderson. He has 5. Can't hit from 12. Payne with it. Pass to Johnson. Payne kicks to Booker. Ayton with it. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, you want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
Edwards passes to Towns. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Hits the three-point bomb.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Outside, Edwards. And the pass to Towns. Here is Anderson. And stolen by Booker. Passes it to Bridges. Back to Booker. Over Edwards. No good from Booker.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
The first one falls.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
He hits both from the stripe. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Pass to Ayton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
This guy is such an intelligent basketball player who understands how to read defenses and make them react. Go to work, DeAndre Ayton.
And the first one at the line is good.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Ayton hits them both. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now here's Anderson. He has 5. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
That free throw good from Anderson.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And he can't hit the second. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Left side, Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Edwards. Now, here is Russell. He's tightly guarded, and that one's good. Towns.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Payne looking around. Bridges finds Booker. Now Ayton. Over Towns, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's McDaniels in for Anderson. Phoenix also making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for Cameron Johnson, and it's Damian Lee in for Cameron Payne.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of D'Angelo Russell on display. How crafty at finding ways to score.
Edwards against Lee. Booker the pass to Ayton. Shoots over Reed. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, the up fake by DeAndre Ayton gets the defender committed. That is nicely done.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings. I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Now, here is Russell. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
You can see the assertiveness right now of D'Angelo Russell. He welcomes the contact and powers and plays right through it.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Free throw good, Russell. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Now here's Lee. Craig kicks to Lee. Puts it up from 7. Ambo trying to break free, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. The Suns making a switch here. Landale's checked in. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Timberwolves leading by 4. Russell passes to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Noel. Out to Russell. From deep. Rocket 6. Lets it fly from 18. And the shot is long.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Down low, here's Landale. And McDaniels with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Stolen by Reed. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more. Creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
And Craig has it in the corner. There's Lee with the 3. And the Suns get it back. Here's Sharch. Here's Biyombo.
Don't you love the activity of Bismack Biyombo? Stay alert, stay engaged, and draw the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Biyombo.
What you want from a guy who's going to be a defensive specialist is understand your role, be ferocious, and be aggressive. And that's what you get with Bismack Biyombo.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now here's Saric. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Lee, and rejection by McDaniel. And they get it back. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. He misses the free throw. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. Noel, no good. Suns trail by 5. Here's Lee, and he banks in the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And here is McDaniel. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Pass to Noel. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Prince's shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Well, you know Prince is going to be aggressive. So if you're not going to make a commitment to stop him, he's going to make high percentage shots like that one.
Here's Landale. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And McDaniels with the block. And now Minnesota on the fast break. They grabbed their own miss.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Break against Russell. Saric passes to Landale. Reed with the block. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Rivers, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. .27 seconds left in the first. Now here's Reed. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, if you are a modern NBA shooting guard, you have got to be able to shoot with range, and Austin Rivers knocks it down.
Lee gets the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Noel. With 1 on the clock, and it's good on the layup.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, ending the first quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. From Target Center, back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Setting the floor for the Suns. The backcourt pair for him, it's Payne and Booker. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, Ayton's reach is absolutely incredible. Great anticipation. That is nice defense.
Now here's Booker. McDaniels defending. Here's Bridges. He's off on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Devin Booker. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Here is Edwards, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Edwards looking it over, down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot from the low post is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Taking the contact in the NBA is such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
Now Payne, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now, here's Bridges. Defense is right there. Here's Ayton. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Guys, I like how assertive DeAndre Ayton is looking right now. This is allowing him to stay hot out there.
Now, here's McDaniels. Defended by Bridges. Rivers kicks to McDaniels. It's not going to go for him. Bridges with some nice defense.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 14 points for the game.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And it's Russell in for Rivers. Now here's Towns. 8 points for him. Timberwolves passing it around. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. Goes back up. Gobert can't hit.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Booker the pass to Johnson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Phoenix with the ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. 5 on the clock. Now the pass to Payne. Launches it. Ayton trying to break free. Payne can't hit. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. For 3, Edwards. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands. You let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Payne with it. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Booker, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Devin Booker's ability to put an offense on his back is huge for any organization. His willingness to absorb and embrace responsibility is so crucial.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Edwards dishes to Anderson. Here's Gobert. Towns trying to get open. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now, here is Russell. He has 5. Edwards kicks to Russell. Right side Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. No good on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And they take the lead. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Timberwolves trail. Russell passes to Anderson. Back to Russell. Passes it to Edwards. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. And the dunk by Booker.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And the Timberwolves call time. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Towns wide open. And nothing is falling for him right now. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Payne kicks to Bridges. Trying to get open is Johnson. And there's Bridges on the assist from Payne. Bridges has got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix. So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball too critical in today's NBA.
Suns leading by 3. Payne passes to Booker. He kicks to Bridges. Pass to Payne. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Anderson outside. Pass to Edwards. Bridges with some nice defense.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively. Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Russell dishes to Anderson. The pass to Towns. Fires for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. To the paint. Here's Payne. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. To the middle. Johnson against Towns. Passes it to Gobert. Anderson outside. Shoots over Bridges. With 1 on the clock. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Taurean Prince comes in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Noel in for Edwards. The free throw drops for Towns.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now here's Saric. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Craig. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Anderson with the block. There's Noel. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And here is Lee. Pass to Craig. There's the feed to Lee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Suns have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Rivers, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And both free throws good for a lead.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The pass to Noel. Rivers against Saric.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Here's Lee. He has 6. Passes it to Landale. Here's Craig. Shakes him. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Towns. Here's Noel. Rips it home after the terrific move.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Lee outside. 1:31 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Saric. A three-pointer off the mark. And they'll get another chance. Here's Noel. Covered by Lee. Towns down low. Charges there. Lets the three fly. Kept alive, Minnesota. Russell with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Russell's got his third bucket of the night.
Arguably the most dangerous weapon in D'Angelo Russell's arsenal. This guy is a problem for the defense.
Lee outside. Pass to Craig. Towns with the steal. Prince outside. Russell inside. Craig defending, and he converts the layup. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lee passes to Craig. Pass to Sharch. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Russell against Lee, and it's Russell missing. Here's Sharch. That shot missing, and there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his first foul. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
49. Thanks very much, guys. With head coach Monty Williams. Coach, how do you get things going a little bit more offensively?
Well, we got to set screens. We got to get stops. If we're getting stops, we can play in transition. That opens up a lot for us.
Yeah, you guys are hard to beat when you're out and running. We'll see if that happens more. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. What a start it was for Karl Anthony Towns. He had 13 points, 2 steals, and 7 rebounds. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offense.
Shaq, what do you think about Phoenix?
Defensively, they got to do a better job of staying connected to the shooters. They lit up from beyond the arc. Better to crowd those guys, force them to put the ball on the floor and make a play.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Minnesota leading by 5. Poke loose. Towns dishes to Gobert. Johnson against Prince. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Edwards. Over Payne. Misses off the right iron. Suns trail by 5. Here's Booker. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kicks it to Towns. Outside Russell. A three-pointer, no good. Here's the Suns with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Russell looking it over. At the top of the key, Gobert. There's the pass to Edwards. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Johnson with the block. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And Minnesota has possession. Booker with it. He's picked up by Russell. Inside, here's Payne, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Russell kicks to Prince. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Towns. Johnson with the block.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Outside Edwards. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his third foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Russell left side. The kick out to Anderson. They get it back. Gobert. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
For Minnesota, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Karl Anthony Towns, one of those 5 men that you can play in a big lineup, you can play in a small lineup. Because of the diversity of his offensive game, you can mix his spots on the floor. So important.
And he makes both free throws. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Johnson at the elbow. Shoots over Towns. Johnson can't hit.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Russell passes to Anderson. And they call an illegal screen here.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Towns. Suns trail by 3.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, GA. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup. Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
The Suns have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. First free throw is good.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Russell passes to Anderson. Baseline jumper. Here's McDaniels, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Ayton. Back to Payne. Booker against Edwards. 5 to shoot. No good from Booker. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Anderson. Here's Russell. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Russell's got 12 points in the game.
Sometimes that mid-range has got to be in play. It will help unlock the three-point game. Boy, D'Angelo Russell, a 3-level scorer.
Now here's Payne. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Here's Johnson. One-on-one fast break. Here's Edwards. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 10. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
First one falls for him. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Suns trail by 8. Now here's Payne. Bridges outside. Here's Johnson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Kyle Anderson. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That one falls for Johnson. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And the pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. For the 3. And they recover it.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
For Minnesota, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
And Phoenix making a change here. Lee's checked in. And Gobert drops them both. And the Suns call time here.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Here's Lee. He has 6. It's stolen by Gobert. Booker against Russell. He kicks it to Gobert. Back to Russell. It's good. Russell's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Passes it to Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Landale's checked in. And it's Bismack Biyombo in for Cameron Johnson. Craig with it. Now defended by Gobert. Bridges against Edwards. Here's Lee. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lee's got 8.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the helper.
Pass to Noel. Now Anderson. Here's McDaniels. Driving inside.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Lee passes to Bridges. Lee left side. Anderson with the block. Feeds it to McDaniels. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Minnesota making some changes. Reed comes in for McDaniels, and it's Rivers in for Edwards. And a change for the Suns. Sharch checked in for Bridges. Lee outside. To the wing right side. Craig finds Sharch. Here's Landale. Guarded by Reed. 4 on the shot clock. Landale misses. Timberwolves leading by 11. Pass to Noel. The pass to Rivers. Gobert trying to get open. Rivers can't get it to go. The Suns shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Craig passes to Landale. Dishes it to Sharch. A baseline J. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 6th rebound on the night. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. It's deflected. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Noel. And Phoenix also making a switch. Bridges checks in. Timeout called. The Suns. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation in the Players Association that this is something of value.
Now here's Lee after the miss from Kyle Anderson. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Craig.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the score by Phoenix. Passes to Reed. Now Anderson. Craig defending. Clock at 6. Anderson kicks to Reed. Drills the three-pointer. Reeves got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
It's good. Lee's got 10.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Russell. Bridges against Rivers. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Kept alive. And Anderson gets it to go. Anderson's got his third basket of the night.
Really off on his shooting. Just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
Lee outside. Pass to Craig. Anderson with the block. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Edwards has come in for Minnesota. Suns trail by 12. A wide open look here for Craig. Tries again. The shot's good.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Edwards kicks to Russell. Now here's Reed. Defense right on him. The dish to Anderson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. That one is off. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 11. 104 left in the third quarter. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he knocks down the first one. Minnesota making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. So he gets them both. 103 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Over Craig. And that one hits back iron.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Russell against Lee. The feed to McDaniels. Oh, that's blocked. And so the ball's out of bounds. Craig touched it last. Here's Russell. He's got 14. Shot clock at 5. Reed. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And he sinks the second. Suns trail by 8. Now Payne. On the wing, Bridges. No good with the triple. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by 8. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Timberwolves leading by 8. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. The backcourt pair for him, it's Payne and Booker. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Now here's McDaniels. Just 4 to shoot. Over Bridges. That one a little long.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And the dunk by Booker.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. The pass to Russell. Now here's Reed. 5 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Lays it up off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it.
Now here's Payne. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Gobert, he's checked in for Naz Reid. Booker dishes to Ayton. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's 18 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Passes it to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Towns trying to get open.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Suns trail by 8. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
Ayton, the pass to Johnson.
Well, with the size and the foot speed and the feel on the defensive end, you see how easily Towns can contest shots.
A shot by McDaniels, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Payne's shot is good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Edwards. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Outside Russell. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Payne. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels up top. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
First free throw is good. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Ayton against Anderson. Can't connect from short range.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Oh, here's Edwards. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Here's Towns. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
2 things there, guys, to get to that offensive rebound put back by Karl Anthony Towns. Instincts and positioning, both in play.
Now here's Payne. Pass to Ayton. Bridges for 3. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Minnesota calls timeout. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Now here's Gobert. After the miss from Kyle Anderson.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
No good from Booker. Minnesota shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Russell against Ayton. Russell passes to Gobert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his third assist on the night.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
He can't get it to go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw good, Edwards. And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. And that'll be his third foul so far. Gobert finds Anderson. Back to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Towns, the bounce pass. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Pass to Russell. Now here's Towns, covered by Johnson. Towns down low. Johnson's there. Towns with the bucket. Towns has got 19 points.
The timing that Towns has is admirable. So fantastic at getting the shot off before a defender can react.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
That's good from Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 6-point lead. Anderson against Bridges. Anderson right side. He dishes it to Towns. Here's Edwards. No good on the shot. Good D by Booker. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, the length and skill set is a tremendous combination for Mikal Bridges. Starting to cook a little bit.
Minnesota leading by 4. Outside Edwards. Towns kicks to Anderson. Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Ayton. Here's Booker. That one good for 2. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
Outside, Edwards. Back to Russell. The pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now here's Payne. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Payne hits them both. Russell with it. Outside, Edwards. Passes it to Anderson. Outside, Towns. Bridges against Anderson. Doubled by Bridges. From 13, Anderson can't get it to go.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Trying to get open as Johnson. That ties the game.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Outside, Edwards. Towns down low, covered by Johnson. And it's Towns missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Bridges for 3. Booker. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 2.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Anderson finds Russell. Back to Anderson. There's the drive. Has to Gobert. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Gobert has gone 5 of 10 from the floor. Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Russell. Booker left side. Lets it go from deep. And it's Ayton missing. So it's the Timberwolves now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Russell with it. Now guarded by Payne. A second chance effort. And Towns finishes inside. Towns has got 21 in the game.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
And the rejection by Towns. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Payne with it. Russell's there. Ayton trying to break free.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards.
That's tipped. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A 2-point game. Booker the pass to Johnson. Puts up a 3. Payne can't hit. The Timberwolves shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
On the wing, Booker. Edwards defending. Booker against Edwards. Clock at 6. Bridges. Good D by Anderson. Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside Russell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Russell. He takes it in.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by Edwards. And he commits the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Suns call time here. They're behind by 8. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And here is Washington. There's Shamet. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Here's McLaughlin. And so Minnesota takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Rudy, what did the bench do to help you get this win tonight?
They've been huge. You know, they brought us back in the game, and everyone contributed. You know, it wasn't an easy night for us at the beginning, but we kept fighting, and it's a big win for us.
I'm sure you want to keep it going, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.